Ooh, I got what a day. Ooh, I got what a day. So let's talk about Disney's 21st animated motion picture, Robin Hood. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings my fellow YouTubers and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. And this time around I bring to you a review of the 1973 animated Disney classic Robin Hood. The film was produced and directed by Wolfgang Reitman, who recently directed a few other animated features for Disney, starting with 101 Dalmatians, and also going on to direct The Jungle Book, as well as The Sword in the Stone, and The Aristocats, which will be reviewed later this month. This would be his 5th directorial flick for the studio. He would do 3 more after this, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which he directed 2 of the shorts that was in that movie, The Rescuers, and The Fox and the Hound. And anyway, this was the 21st Disney animated feature film. Now, of course, this film, well, was shelved repeatedly by the studio. The idea to adapt this into an animated feature dated back to Walt Disney's interest in the tale of Reynard the Fox during his first full-length feature production, which was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And the idea was repeatedly shelved until writer and production designer Ken Anderson incorporated ideas from it in a pitch of The Legend of Robin Hood using anthropomorphic animals rather than people during the production of their recent hit, The Aristocats. Anyway, this received positive reviews from critics who praised the voice cast, animation, and humor. Yet its critical reception has been gradually mixed since its release and was a box office success, going on to make $32 million. Anyway, the film has a pretty good voice acting cast, which I'll get to in a little bit. For right now, we start out with our narrator, who's just credited as a rooster, but his name is Alan Dale. We're introduced to Robin Hood and his pal Little John, who live in the Sherwood Forest. Robbing from the rich and given to the poor townsfolk of Nottingham. Meanwhile, Prince John, the de facto king of England, sends his lead henchman, the Sheriff of Nottingham, to catch the two, but he fails every time. Meanwhile, Prince John and his assistant Sir Hiss arrive in Nottingham. Sir Hiss hypnotized Prince John's brother, King Richard, to go off on the Crusades, allowing Prince John to take the throne. Unfortunately, the prince is greedy and immature. Even stuck his thumb whenever his mother is mentioned. Robin and Lil John rob Prince John by disguising themselves as fortune tellers, prompting the prince to put a bounty on their heads and makes the sheriff his personal tax collector. The sheriff taxes the inhabitants of Nottingham excessively. However, Robin gives back some money to a family of rabbits and gives a bow and arrow and his hat to the young rabbit Skippy for his birthday. So he and his friends test out the bow, but Skippy fires an arrow into the grounds of the castle. Well, he sneaks inside, meeting Maid Marian and her lady-in-waiting, Lady Cluck. Maid Marian reveals she and Robin were childhood sweethearts, but they have not seen one another for years. Friar Tuck visits Robin and Little John, explaining that Prince John is hosting an archery tournament, and the winner will receive a kiss from Maid Marian. Robin agrees to participate in the tournament in disguise, whilst Little John arrives as the Duke of Chutney to get near Prince John. Well, Sir Hiss, of course, discovers Robin's identity, but is trapped in a barrel of ale by Friar Tuck and Alan Adale. Robin wins the tournament, but Prince John exposes him and sentences him to death despite Maid Marian's pleas. Little John threatens Prince John with a dagger, which leads to a fight between, well, everyone: Robin, Little John, Maid Marian, Lady Cluck, and Prince John's soldiers, and culminates in Robin and his allies escaping. Now to the ending. Please stop this video and go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid ending spoilers. If you've seen this movie, continue on after the 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Now in the forest, Robin and Maid Marian share a romantic evening, then are surprised by his merry men who throw a party and sing a song mocking Prince John, describing him as the phony King of England. Enraged by the song, Prince John triples the taxes and imprisoning most of the townsfolk who cannot pay the taxes. The sheriff visits Friar Tuck's church to steal from the poor box, which angers Friar Tuck, and he attacks the sheriff and is arrested. Prince John plans to hang Friar Tuck to lure in Robin and kill him. Robin and Little John sneak into the castle, with Little John managing to free all the prisoners, whilst Robin steals Prince John's gold. But Sir Hiss awakens to find Robin fleeing. Chaos ensues as Robin and the others try to escape to Sherwood Forest. However, the sheriff corners Robin after he returns to rescue Skippy's younger sister. The two fight, accidentally setting fire to Prince John's castle and causing Robin to leap from a tower into the moat below. Little John and Skippy watch as the moat is pelted with arrows and Robin is presumably shot and drowned, only to emerge unharmed. Prince John despairs and is driven into a blind rage when Sir Hiss points out his mother's castle's on fire. Oh, yeah. That's all we need is, well, well, you get the point, okay, folks? Later, King Richard returns to England, places his brothers Sir Hiss and the sheriff under arrest, and pardons Robin, allowing him and Maid Marian to marry and leave Nottingham with Little John and Skippy in tow. That's the end. So, what did I think of Robin Hood? Well, I'm going to say it is a great movie. It's one of my main favorite Disney animated feature films. I really love the performances we got from everyone. The music done by George Bruns, who is certainly no stranger to doing music for Disney movies. Anyway, we have a pretty good voice cast. Voicing Robin Hood is Brian Bedford. Maid Marian is voiced by Monica Evans. Voicing Lil Jon is Phil Harris, who, of course, recently voiced Baloo the Bear in The Jungle Book, whilst the character of Lil Jon is modeled after Baloo. Voicing our narrator, the rooster, Alan Adale, is country singer Roger Miller, who I'm sure you know that name. Of course, you know him from songs such as King of the Road and Dang Me. Voicing Friar Tuck is Andy Devine. This would be one of his last few roles before he passed away in 1977. Oh, that reminds me, I almost forgot what animals they are. Robin Hood and Maid Marian are both foxes, but actually Maid Marian's actually a vixen, actually not fox. You know what I'm saying, okay? Enough said. Of course, Little John's a bear. Friar Tuck is a badger. Voicing Prince John, who happens to be a greedy and cowardly lion, is voiced by Peter Ustinov. And he also voices King Richard as well. Let's see. Voicing Sir Hiss is Terry Thomas. Voicing Lady Cluck is Carol Shelley, who has done stuff with Monica Evans before, including recently voicing the the Goose Sisters in the Aristocats, and they also appeared in The Odd Couple as well. I know on Broadway production and in a few episodes of the first season of the TV series. Voicing the Sheriff of Nottingham is Mr. Haney from TV's Green Acres, Pat Buttram, who recently lent his voice to playing Napoleon, the um, kind of a bloodhound, I believe, in the Aristocats. Of course, he lent his voice to several other Disney animated flicks, including The Rescuers and The Fox and the Hound as well. Now, let's see. Voicing the Vulture Guardsmen are George Lindsay, who most people know him best as Goober from the Andy Griffith Show, voicing Trigger. And the other one is Nutsy, and he's voiced by Ken Curtis, best known for playing Festus on Gunsmoke. And a host of others. Also, we have J. Pat O'Malley, who recently voiced Colonel Hottie in Jungle Book as Otto, a dog blacksmith with a lame leg, plus a host of others. But I really loved Robin Hood. After I revisited this film again on Disney Plus, I'm just gonna say it's just so much fun to watch. So, would I recommend Robin Hood? Yes, I would. You better believe it. This was a real good film with great characters. Now, I've been hearing they're planning to redo this in live action form, but well, who knows how that's going to turn out to be. And I did read it's supposed to be on Disney Plus, not in theaters, though. So I think they're just gonna play it safe and why have you considering, well, everybody talked about some of their recent live action adaptations, most recently The Lion King, even though the Mulan remake got some decent response. Excuse me. So, what are your thoughts on Robin Hood? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the new Disney Plus flick, Godmothered, which will be a spoiler-free review. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out some of these other fun flicks with some animals and what have you. The upper left-hand corner is my review of Yogi's First Christmas from 1980. Or go to the upper right-hand corner for my recent review of The Christmas Tree Train. Or if you want a little more animal fun from Disney, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my review of the original Lion King from 1994. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe to my channel. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.